The mayoral tenure of Charles Pinney is long gone, and the real legacy of RamMohun, beyond any statue or other edifice, will be seen on the 171st anniversary of his death, presided over by Mayor Simon Cook.
It was Indira Gandhi who said Raja RamMohun Roy was one of those great figures of Indian history who have arisen from time to time to synthesize the best features of our ancient civilization with what was good in the new ideas of the time. I think us here in Bristol would echo that absolutely, and we are very proud of our association with this great humanitarian, one of the founding fathers of the modern era. We're not quite so proud of the state in which the tomb is at the moment, just as the state of the rest of Arnesvale Cemetery, but as you know, we fought a very long and hard battle to win ownership of this cemetery. We've got that now, and we've also won a very large grant from government to restore it, which we will match fund. And once that restoration is complete, then I think the emotional and spiritual joy that we feel at the moment to be associated with this great man will be reflected in this tomb being fully restored in all its former glory, so that it can again be a great place of pilgrimage for people all over the world.
We thank you for the life of Raja RamMohun Roy, who was born in 1772 and died here in Bristol 171 years ago in 1833. Today we remember RamMohun Roy, the founder of the Brahmo Samaj, an educationist and a social reformer. God, help us to live our lives based on the ideals and principles of this great man. Let us imbibe his sense of truth and justice, universalism and multiculturalism. May we always follow and remember the two important mottos of RamMohun Roy: all mankind are one great family, and the true way of serving God is to do good to man. Merciful God, give us his courage to lead our lives with faith and purity. If we can do so, then our homage to RamMohun will be worthwhile.
I ask you to bow your heads in prayer. Source of life and love, we pause at this time to give thanksgiving for the life of RamMohun Roy, for one whose fearlessness and singleness of soul, whose striving for wisdom, piety, and whose love of solo study have brought hope of heaven to many. We give thanks for his humbleness, his truthfulness, his willingness to let go of that which others prize. We acknowledge his equanimity and charity, his tenderness towards all who suffer. His was a contented heart, fluttered by no desires, his bearing mild, modest and grave, his nobility mixed with patience, fortitude and purity, his spirit unrevengeful, never given to rate itself too high. Giver of life, grant that we may take up the vision given to us by the wise and fearless who have gone before. May we share with them a determination to overthrow injustice, bring light to those whose lives have been darkened by ignorance, war or poverty. May we celebrate their lives with deeds which fulfill their dreams, that they and we may take that path which leads to heavenly birth. Amen. And now I ask you to share a silence and fill it with thankfulness for those good women and men who have brought light into your lives and joy into your hearts. giver of souls, may our deeds express our thankfulness for the richness of life you have given to us all. Amen.
Gerald, thank you very much. I wouldn't have believed it was possible to encompass all that the Raja had done in one short speech. Thank you very much.
Most of it came from one of the Upanishads, as those, the Milburn will